How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. XRP has done extremely well. It's been pumping here over the last 2 days, and I want to explain what is happening, what kind of breakout we could be seeing. I want to look at our LUSD and take a look at the risk levels for XRP as well. From a technical standpoint, if you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. Also, if you want to trade XRP, there's a link underneath the video to CoinW. You can get set up in just a few minutes. You can start trading, and when you use that link, you get something pretty sweet. You can trade and earn up to 55 Solana. Actually, there's just a little bit of time on this. We'll up another event here, but you can also get to be part of our exclusive trading group. When you start trading futures, you get access to free professional traders that are in a trading group that you can ask questions to. So definitely check that out underneath the video. We'll get you set up with a sweet deposit bonus. You can get up to $30,000 anyways, just from trading and depositing on the platform. Let's take a look at the market. XRP looking pretty great over the last 2 days. We were just at $2, and now it pushed all the way up to $2.44. You can see we have a bit of an asymmetrical triangle here. A symmetrical triangle. You can see higher lows, lower highs. This is going back from the beginning of December. We obviously had a massive breakout ahead of this, going from about 50 cents, 45 cents, all the way up about 495%, about a 6x, all the way up to $2.90. Now we saw a bit of a pullback, and now we're just kind of chopping around a bit. Now, this is pretty interesting because we had seen something similar to this a few months ago. Before the breakout, you can actually look, we had something very similar for years. 2017, 2021, all the way into 2024, we had a very similar triangle here. And we had a massive 5x breakout. Now, I'm not saying we're going to see the same thing again, but what I am saying is eventually we will get to the end of this. Maybe, it's hard to tell exactly where it would be, but maybe late January, where there's just no room left. And we could definitely see a pretty big jump up. Now, to be clear, I think with Inauguration Day coming, I think there's going to be some excitement. I think XRP is probably going to jump up, right? Maybe hit new recent highs, new local highs, but definitely I think it could break out of this triangle that we're seeing right now, which if we saw that in the next few days, it would be around $2.50, $2.52. That does not seem crazy to me by any means. If we start to see a breakout above this level, I think we're gonna be looking again at 273 to see if we can hit a new higher high, and then the recent $2.91. And then if we scroll all the way back, you can see back in the last cycle, in the 2017 cycle, we saw $3.32. So that's why I'd be kind of watching out for right now. I'm not saying necessarily that we're going to hit those, but those I think are the obvious price targets for us over the next few months. A lot of it will come down to the broader market. Does Bitcoin get a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Do we see more money flowing into altcoins? It does seem like the whole crypto market is doing quite well today, which we'll look at in a second. But as we can see, Ripple USD, RLUSD, their stablecoin, has a projected market cap of 53.1 million. This is not verified by CoinMarketCap, so it could change. I don't think they're really worried about reporting this correctly right now. They're working on growing this, and they're going to make 4%, right? 4% on the treasuries that they are able to buy with this stablecoin. So right now we have a volume of about 28 million. I still don't know if this is, I don't know exactly how they're getting these numbers either, if they're accurate, but when we compare it to something like Tether has 70% volume to market cap, but something like USDC only has like 20% or less, 15 to 20% volume to market cap. So, it's right smack dab in the middle of those two. It seems to be doing well so far. I would love to see an update from the team eventually on, how many banks are using RLUSD, how many large entities, what does it look like from a retail perspective as well. I know it's on some centralized exchanges, but I'd love to see more information on that. Now, let's look at the crypto bubbles for today. We have cryptos like Fartcoin and Dexy up significantly. Just a few cryptos that are down. Pengu, which was up a lot earlier today. Hype, that's down 10%. But overall, it's a pretty green day in the market. We have the likes of Solana also moving up pretty significantly, up about 6%. Let's look at Into the Cryptoverse. If you don't already have this, this is one of the best platforms you can use. I'm paying for it, or I'm using it, and there's a 10% off code underneath the video, but you can see the historical risk levels for crypto. And basically this looks at how quickly Bitcoin moves, right? I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it. Let's just see it. They might explain it exactly down here. The purpose of the risk metric is not to predict price bottoms nor price tops, but rather to identify areas that could be attractive buying and selling points in the longer term. And you can read more about it, but basically it shows we're at about a 0.591 risk level. Okay, what does that mean? Well, in previous cycles, we saw risk levels in the 0.9s, in the 1 range, right? Like those are the highest risk levels we can get to, is 1. So 0.92 was quite high. That was in February of 2021. In March of this last year, we saw a risk level of 0.73, 0.74. We're nowhere close to that now. Even though Bitcoin's gone up, the fact is we've seen it take more time, and same thing with altcoins. It's, you know, we chopped around for a while and then we moved up, but the risk level still comes down. So how does that compare to something like, XRP specifically? We can go over to the screener, XRP. Keep in mind, XRP is up about 5x in the last 2 months. So XRP risk is elevated, right? We've seen XRP hit literally 1 within like plus or minus 2%. It's hit 1 risk every single cycle, like multiple times. 2014 it hit 1, 2015 it hit 1, 2017, 2018 it hit 1, 2021 it hit 1. It's because it moves so viciously. You can see here the time and risk bands. It sticks around the 0.2 to 0.3 the majority of the time, but then it just makes massive price moves. Like the price went from 25 cents all the way up to $3 back in 2017, 2018 over like a month. Right? Like that is insane. Similar thing happened back in 2021. We went from 60 cents all the way up to $1.80. So it tripled in a week and a half, 2 weeks. Here it 5x'd within a couple weeks. So this typically marks local tops, but sometimes you can see, like in 2017, risk hit 1, XRP hit a high price of 34 cents. That was after it was just at like 3 cents. So it 10x'd, went up viciously, came down pretty significantly. So we went from 30 cents down to 18 cents, but then made another 10x run, right? So it can move up viciously, then calm down, then move up viciously again. So I'd be paying attention to this. I do think this usually marks off pretty local top. So if we see another 5-10x move from XRP, it might make sense to take profits. And honestly, we could see a littler move and it could still be a good time to take profits. You have to be paying attention to the broader market as well. Is everything moving up very quickly? Are altcoins moving up consistently 30% for a couple days in a row? Like, yeah, then it's time to take profits. But I do think we're gearing up for another move. I could always be wrong, but with so many bullish things happening in the government, with more pro-crypto politicians, with a strategic Bitcoin reserve, with quantitative easing coming, I do think we should be ready for another big move for a lot of cryptos. Again, you can check out the link underneath the video to CoinW in case you want to start trading, or to Into the Cryptoverse. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.